the background. Hey, you guys. Oh, I'm nervous that you can't hear me though. Let me know if you guys can hear me. It's warm in here. Meg, I love that you were number one. Hi, Kala. Hi, Lindsay. How are you guys doing today? Somebody thinks I am speaking directly to him when I am not. Hi, Leroy Jimmy Cans. Come say hi. Oh, good. Thanks, Meg. I'm not talking to you, though. Hello. So, I'm not ready to start stuffing the couch cushions yet because I haven't had wine. But I did pour myself a glass of wine, and then hopefully I won't feel so grossed out about whatever's inside these cushions. I feel like it's going to be horsehair, and I don't know why. I just decided it was horsehair, which grosses me out. So here we are. Are y'all excited for the weekend? Metalhead Mama, it's late for you guys, right? I try to think about it. Hi, Helen. How are you, sweetheart? I tried like not making this too late for you. Nikki's here. She's excited for the weekend, which is a lie because that woman hasn't worked since Wednesday. You'll be back. Okay, well, thanks for dipping in real quick. So, you're having a Labatt Blue beer. Oh, I love that. Just kidding, I hate beer, but I wanted to be supportive for you for some weird reason. It's 11 p.m. My love. I am not that important. You can go to sleep. Leroy, can you not run into the phone? So, okay, I put Beauty up because she kept licking her paw, but now she's gonna yell. So give me half a second, you guys. Also, enjoy my pajama pants. Leroy, no one cares, Leroy. Come on. Yeah, fight about it. Okay, fix that. It's too hot to sleep. Yeah, it's so hot here right now. I am trying not. Beauty, no one wants to fight you right now. Thank you. So I'm really sorry, you guys. That's the problem. That's why I lock myself in my room so that I don't have all these animals filled with nonsense and other things happening. So, oh, good morning, you guys. Far away. No thanks. I miss Nikki. Oh, that reminds me. Hold on, I can fix this. There, Meg, if you can see that, I don't know if you know what to do next, but otherwise, hey Tammy, how are you? Otherwise, I'll have to go on my computer and change it. So good night from South Africa. That's really late. So yes, hey Karen, how are you, babe? I'm so glad that you made it. I'm really happy that you made it. So anyways, I just wanted to start this. Nope, you still have it, babe. What you sniffing? That was really funny. I don't even want to stuff the couch cushions. I thought that I was going to get around to it. I am going to get around to it. I just need to have a little bit more ramp up time so that I can do it. Okay, you guys, can you give me a second, my loves? Hold on. Hey, Lindsay, how are you? I'm getting there. Just one second, Lindsay. Nikki dipped in and then dropped off. Hi, Volley. Color is great. New camera. Same camera, but it's like, I think the lighting's good, and then I put makeup on today. The camera I want is expensive. And so, hold on, guys. I am trying to fix this for us. Oh, that's why that's broken. I should have thought of this beforehand. Content, live, this one, and then go away, Leroy. I absolutely don't care, Leroy. No. Close. Shoot, where do I do it? Hey, that's okay. Sorry, Meg. You guys, I'm gonna fix this. Just give me half a second because I am so professional. Okay, I can fix this. I know I can. Fix it. Okay, I'm gonna fix it. Hold on. And save. There. Okay, so that should help. Showing up a little late from Canada. Hey, Tara, thank you so much for being a member. I love your little badge that you have. That's amazing. Sorry, I got into this idea that like maybe open would be fun, and I considered it, and it's a lot of not you guys, and so that was a little bit hard for me. I'm 42, so all day, every day. Well, not every day. Eventually, I'm going to be 43. So, all right. Let's restart. Hey, guys. So happy you're here. We've learned something today now, haven't we? Hey, Bethany. Let's get to sipping and stuffing. I'm not ready to stuff yet, but I am ready to sip. I thought it was so funny when I put that up. So yeah, oh, thanks, Tara. Hey, wait, no, that was somebody else. No, that's somebody else. Sorry. Somebody else who has a very similar name to yours was really sick. And I'm trying so hard to keep everybody where they are, what their life is like in my mind. And, and then I feel really guilty when I confuse you guys. Like, I know Metalhead's name, but I called her the wrong name like an entire live stream. And right now I'm just like, not gonna throw it out there. Yes, Andrew, what's up? And Tara, I have been watching a lot of your crafting. Can you guys hear Leroy playing with his stinking lamb behind me? It's so funny. Yeah, what's the question, guys? Meg, why'd you say, oh, cheers, yes. It is squeaking. Leroy's such a sweet one. Do I have some wisdom to share about life? Yeah, do you want to narrow it down, or you just want my broad, overlapping life advice? You mean, can you say something? Sure. Go for it, Bali. Okay, so while we're focusing on this, what else is new, you guys? What are we up to? Oh, Tara, what I was saying is I've been watching some of your crafting stuff and I really like it. I think it's so clever and cute, and I'm just not that great at those kind of things, but it's just, I wish I scrapbooked for my kids. Didn't. So how would I describe my life from my 20s until now? Actually, thank you. That's a really good question. Thank you, Andrew. I really appreciate that. So I was bracing for something weirder. From my 20s until now have been what I had hoped they would be. I met my husband and then turned 21, so we've been together those whole 20s, but I got to cross all of those major crossroads. I was, I did my young 20s thing. I bartended and everything like that. I got engaged, I got married, I had my babies. Like, it's been so fantastic. The second half, the 20s were so much better than before my 20s. Like, I thought I would miss like the young going out and partying stage and stuff like that. And now I am so content with where I am. Like, I had to nap and take coffee so that I could be up for this moment. It's really ridiculous. But the best thing I've had is that you have to really have a good partner in your marriage, and our partnership has been what has kept us through. So I don't know. Meg, hey babe. I'm not gonna stuff them yet. Okay, I should though, so I have like something to do with my hands. But I'm not ready yet. So I don't know. That was so vague and lame, but I'm just not. I didn't expect something so in-depth to think about and to answer. Hey Cindy, how are you, sweetheart? I don't, and it's got to be different if you're a man. You have to probably pull completely different life lessons as a man than you do as a woman. Thank you so much, Ais. Ais? Yes or no? I need gloves, Beth? For my couch? Why? Why? What do you think is in there? Meg? Do you think it's bugs? Do you think it's filled with cockroaches? What do you think is in there? Like, what kind of gloves do you think I need? Hi, Carol from Arizona. What's like the heat situation over there right now in Arizona? I'm pretty terrified of it. My husband out of nowhere was like, do you want to move to Arizona? And that seemed really horrifying. Things that tickle. Okay. You're just over 20. Dude, you are just starting off. It is amazing. Lean into it. Lean into your 20s. Dish gloves. That is a bold assumption that I have 2 dish gloves. I do have 2 dish gloves, but they're like both left-handed dish gloves. Okay, I do have, I think, gloves for when I empty the black tank on my RV. I could be able to get those. My granddaughter freaks out every time I unzip the cash purse. The fiber is so gross. It's okay. All right, fine. Push me into things, guys. Okay. Ugh. This one's gonna be like the worst one. Probably, I don't know. Have I been to Turkey before? I have been at the airport of Turkey for several hours, but I slept because I was very tired. Okay. And then let's tip to 113. Your life. What even is your life, Carol? Okay. It's this. Like, it looks synthetic. It's synthetic, right? It can't be, it's not hair. It's synthetic. But what we need to do is like, oh, for fuck's sake. I think that I did that correctly. Okay. They like that Florida. Is that like Florida? Oh yeah, 113 likes Florida. Yeah, but we're more humid and Arizona's a little bit dry. And honestly, I wasn't like oh, it's a dry heat, ooh, it's humidity thing until I moved to Georgia, and it's a freaking humidity thing. It touches you. It's so hot. Okay, so I want to pull it out and like restuff it back in like, so it fluffs again, because the giant idiots, they lay on top and everything's misshapen. And when I try to put them back on, well, it doesn't work. Tara says, figure out what the substance actually is, right? Let's just say it's synthetic and call it a day. Okay. But I'm glad we're doing this, because if I didn't have you guys, I wouldn't do it. And it's such a insignificant thing to be so upset about, but my couch cushion, The audacity of that man. Did you hear him freaking cough? He knows I'm on a live stream. Over there coughing. Jerk. Hey, Tammy, did you just jump in? You didn't even say hi. You just came in commenting on how... Bro. I don't need your help. Okay, here we go. Why am I getting the yucks? Because it is yucks. That's what it is. It's just... Okay, and so here's the other thing, is for the most part, it's brown. Sir, do not eat any of this. For the most part, it's brown, but like the white flecks, why does it make it so much worse? Why, like, it's so much worse with that part. And it's, oh, you said good evening earlier. Did I say it back to you, Tammy, and then I just abruptly forgot? Sorry. And it's like matted down on this side. Leroy, stop. Stop, please. Yeah, like somebody's like, plain brown's too plain. Let's razzle dazzle it up a little bit inside there. Let's add some white flecks just in case somebody decides to drink on live stream. It looks like wool, it doesn't feel like wool. It's the color that's off-putting. It is. Why not all whites? That would have, I guess like if you sweat enough in the back, it's like you could tinge the white the wrong color and then you'd be even more grossed out. I don't think this is actually a chore people do. I don't think this is a real thing. I think it's me being bonkers and doing it. I think that's what's going on. Voice change. I think that's what's going on here is that I am being insane. Sees, hi from South Africa. Thank you for watching my videos, babe. Are you in winter? Is it cold there right now? Why do I focus on weather? I don't know. I'm 100 million years old. Leave me alone. I need to add some beauty to your pillows. Like the dog. Beauty, get over here. She's annoying me. So, ooh. Okay, it's a little bit itchy. It's a little bit itchy. I hate that. You know what we need? This. But I went to the doctor today and they were doing like the intake stuff and they're like, how often do you drink? And I was like, oh, never. But I will be tonight. It's a ridiculous thing. Long sleeves. Girl, if you knew how much I was sweating right now, ugh. Like it's, I don't know, hot flashing over here. Okay. Or just white, exactly. Pretty soon I won't care. White wine, I tell mine that too. I have not hit the phase in life where I like white wine. I'm waiting for that to kick in because apparently that comes a little bit later. Very excited for it. It's not hot flash, trust me. Thank you, good. I'm still young. Look at me being young and youthful. Do you want me to push this back a little bit more so you can see the horrifyingness of it? I have you close to me so I can read the chat. Like I don't know how much of the process we're dying to see. And my eyes aren't that great, Karen. The never-ending stuffing. This is pillow 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pillow 1 of 6. Hopefully I get like passed out smashed before we get to 6. That way I don't have to deal with it. You've been utilizing the cold setting on my hair dryer for relief. Yeah, I do that because I get so, like, if I go outside and walk, right? It's really, really humid, so I'm covered in sweat. I'm good. I've seen enough horror in my life. Leslie, you are hilarious, my dear. So if I go outside and walk, like it's really humid and I'm really sweaty. And so I like go shower, but you have to shower in cold water. But it's only cold for a couple seconds and then it's right back to hot. Like we don't have enough storage of cold. So by the time I'm out of the shower, I'm still basically sweating. And so I'm like blow drying my face on the cold setting in hopes that I will be able to like put moisturizer on without it just slicking straight off. Took you forever to get used to red wine. Now white is too sweet. Helen says, reminds me of cleaning up my bath drain. It's same vibes. Same vibes, just less wet. So I lived for a while. When Mark and I left Hawaii, we moved to really close to San Francisco, really close to Napa. And so everybody drank red wine every moment of the day. Red wine and cheese, that's how you thrive. And so I got very used to red wine very quickly. I ran out of room over here. It's not an offering. Got it? Okay. What if this is a disaster? I pull all this out, I touch all of this, and like, you want to go to Napa? My husband's grandma is German. She's in the war Germany. She was a teen. She's German, right? And so I had just had the twins. They were 5 months old maybe. And she came down to visit us and she was like, I want to go to wineries. I want to go wine tasting. I've always wanted to go wine tasting. That's something I want to do. And I love her deeply. So we're like, yeah. And so I packed up the twins and it was hot that day. And we went and drove and went all the way to several different wineries, and we go to this winery. We're like, here we go. Do you want a flight? Let's do a tasting. And she's like, oh, no, I don't want to drink any wine. I was like, oh, weird choice. Okay, yeah. And like, I wasn't drinking because I was still nursing. And my husband was like, I drove. So it was like, who's going to drink? And then we saw a bridal shower. And the bridesmaids definitely had hit a couple other wineries and threw up in the like garden area. So, you know, classy all around. Meg said something. Why are you removing it and not just adding to it? Okay, because one, I feel like if I refluff it, I can get around the buying extra filling. And two, shut up. Mind your own business. Cindy, I love German wine. That's what I want to do. Really? Do they have good wines? I bet they do. Tara says, if you get up tomorrow covered in rash, you'll know why. Hopefully not. Karen said, Meg, I thought that too. Karen, shut up. So elegant, it was elegant. It's funny, I just feel like some people don't understand how absolutely smashed you can get on wine. They just feel like it's a classy thing to do. And so they're like, oh, I'm classy. I'm not completely shit-faced. And then they're just fall down drunk. Okay, I got enough out that I feel like I can just like inside fluff by pulling things apart. Really the only one who can sass me is Tara, because I know she does crafts. Everybody else can stick it. If I was fighting a moose, Meg, I'd ask your opinion. So, okay, here we go. Cindy says, there's one a blue bottle that's really good. You have to find out the name for me. So, yeah, hungover just smelling wine. I am really not looking forward to it. Hopefully, like I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get pretty sloshed by the second one. And then, fortunately, my husband's here. We have code. If I get really sloppy, we'll have like internet problems and he'll get me out of there. And then we just won't tell anybody. It's fine. Nobody will know. And then I can just come back on my next video and pretend to be super classy. So, does this look weird? Do you guys want to see more of it? All right. What else, y'all? Are any of you guys drinking with me, or is it just me? That's embarrassing. This is so weird. Okay, you guys have to chat too. I can't be the only one doing ridiculous things. Oh, I don't know how many of these I'm actually gonna be to do. At Sam's Club, I don't know where one is down here. Okay, I have one. I have a Sam's Club. I can go there and check actually how much more is in there. Like if you chopped up a person, it's their torso's worth. but lighter. Courtney, hi honey. You don't drink wine, doesn't taste good to you. You do the Smirnoff, tastes like Sprite, like Smirnoff Ice. That used to be my jam when I was young. I wonder what, it's probably just like polyester stuffing, to be honest. Hi, just joined. Hi, Jill. I'm so happy to see you. Just joined, but always in the comments section. Wait, you weren't subbed before? How dare you, Jill? My go-to is Mountain Dew. Karen? Gross. Hi, beauty. Here. Yeah, that'll do. Thanks. Thanks for your contribution. So, I actually never could get into Mountain Dew, but everybody loved it when we had to stay awake. I just would do just a butt ton of sugar-free Red Bull. That was my jam. Okay. I didn't even show you guys like a start. Pepsi Zero. Ew. I'm Coke. I love Coke. But I don't like diet sodas. They taste so weird. And I know those people who drink diet sodas actually like really get hooked on the flavor of it all. Check for a label inside or under the cushion for the material list. All right, I could do that. Okay, okay, let's see how the progresses. All right, so let's put it back in. And Crown Royal, yes. Okay. Dr. Pepper Zero. I like Dr. Pepper. I don't like any of the zeros. You guys, you need the sugars. Oh my God. Some of it fell on Leroy and he has crazy eyes. Okay. Gather up and go back in. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sing for you guys. That's terrible. Syndrome and tequila's good. What syndrome? I grew up sipping whiskey when I was young. Too much of a bother to mix, so now nothing is too strong. That was my dream situation. I wanted to be cool enough to just like drink whiskey, but I wasn't. I was a big sissy. You feel quit. When I first turned on, I thought you were doing something to the Roddy. I am. She's going in here next. Oh no, some of it fell. Okay. We're still going, guys. Oof. Here we go. And I did get foam to like redo the foam, but I can't find my foam adhesive. Sun drop, sun drop. Okay, well, let me think back. What was my absolute favorite? I loved peach rum. It was so good. The thunder's getting louder. Cinnamon whiskey, yes, that's so good. Have you had that? Like, it's yummy. I wonder if I made a terrible wretched mistake. Oh, get it back in. All right, what we need to do here is put it back in a reasonable way. Okay, so let's go with more here because I'm getting too much to the back, not enough to the front. And Fireball, yes. On your way to 10,000 subs. Okay, so I am so excited about 10,000 subs. We have to figure it out. Mrs. Spur's husband came up with a really good idea of how to do it, but I really want to do like Amazon card giveaways for subs. And I kind of want to, don't touch my eyes. Okay, ooh, lightning, good one. Hi, welcome from France. So I really want to do a giveaway and then maybe like a live stream countdown. The only downside is I'm worried that the live stream won't work because like while I am climbing really fast with my subs, like it might take too long. At what point would I start to do like an excited countdown for 10K? Because like what if I start it at 9,950 And then like it takes 48 hours and I'm just sitting there dying on live stream. Or that's bribery? No, there's a lot of people who do like fun little giveaways and stuff. I just want to give back because I am so grateful. And it's just like a thank you, you know? Thank you, Cindy. I am so grateful that you share me. It has been so incredible these last few months. And I did not expect it. I really didn't. I'm so happy. Did you guys see that Midwest Cleaning Magic commented? About died. He's so funny. And so, okay. Oh, no. All right. Get in. So it's all easily in. Now let's just see if the pillow looks stupid or not. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do it halfway and then get some more over here. Get some more over here. Okay. Yikes, it might be too poofed. Here we go, let's fight it. Ugh. Come on. Okay. Get in here. Okay, okay. Oh, the choices I've made. Okay. It is really poofy. I'm not sweating. I wouldn't say I'm sweaty. Okay. Oh no! Damn it. Oh, F word. Sorry. There we go. If you were to drink the whole live waiting to hit 10K, things might go sideways. Well, I wasn't gonna drink. I was just gonna be there. Okay. Hold on. Looks like cellulite. Oh man. Okay, so it feels great. That's way better. Okay, yes, what is your opinion? Into the walls. Oh, yeah, yeah, into it. Yeah, let's go, let's go. Okay, so you're welcome. Was that really classy? Okay, let's pause here. I want to show you guys my sky real quick. And then everybody pretends like they care about this. Oh, well, we can't go too far because it's raining yet again. Can you guys see that? It's not even raining that bad. We've had so many really big thunderstorms lately. And I need more wine while I walk. Yeah. So I texted my husband this morning at like 9. I was like, I'm gonna do a live stream, probably do some drinking, and then texted him a comment about like mundane daily things. And he loved that comment, but like somehow didn't see the other ones. Hold on, sorry. Okay. And then he was coming home and I was putting on makeup for you guys and he's like, what are you doing? And I was like, live stream and drinking. He's like, yes, please get a little bit drunk. So I have his support. What do you think's in here? Ugh, no thanks. There he is, woo! I don't think he wants to be caught on camera. So yeah, okay. Here we go. I'm not doing that 6 more times. That sucks. All right. I definitely need to do the far side one because that one looks so wonky. More wine, right? It's a random mark. Okay, well, this is a tedious slog of crap. I thought I'd be drunker by now and threw more pillows. The woes, Cindy. I love you too, hon. Mark in the wild, right? He doesn't care. I am so excited. Okay. I am so excited for him to go. And the funny thing is I was like, you need to leave. And he's like, what? I was like, I just want you to go. Go somewhere. Figure it out. And like, he doesn't even question it. He's like, yeah, sure. Okay, I'll leave for a week. And so now he's like, what are these boxes? I was like, that's none of your business. That's my business. You need to go so I can be unsupervised. What if you try just fluffing it with your arms inside the pillow? All right, let's try that technique. Do more belly flops. Maybe the cushions will rearrange. Like, I just needed it to kind of, you know, ugh, look at this. Okay. It's still really broken. Like, it's saggy. How, I did the technique that I was taught, the belly flopping of it all. How did that not work? It was professional. Ugh. Let's go. Let's go. Oh. Okay, maybe that was probably what split it. Oh, yeah. How was that? Do your kids only do homeschooling? Yes. So, yeah. Put on some MJ and beat it. I love that. You're making me nervous with that red wine on the white couch. Get you a sippy cup. I mean, it already has a little bit of a stain. Okay. Yes, my kids only homeschool. It just doesn't work for the twins. And then I get really, really guilty. When Calvin went to school, public school, when I was homeschooling for a little bit in the beginning, and he just moved his headphones so he could hear me talking about him. And then I felt so guilty if I took the twins somewhere really cool, like a museum or anywhere for like a field trip situation. So I would neglect taking them places because I didn't want to not have my son participate. And then when COVID hit and we were just doing so much stuff and I loved it so much, I just never sent him back. So we do have a homeschool meetup group that we go to, and that's really fun. Don't worry, buddy, you can make noise. No one cares. But we don't do like any co-ops or anything like that. They do have an online curriculum that sometimes they do, and sometimes it's paperwork and sometimes it's going places and doing things. So let me know if you can hear Sammy yelling upstairs, and I'll tell her to not yell. Is it partially online? Sometimes it is. It depends on what kind of mood we're in. So we have, that was a good thunder. We have Me Academy, which you can log into and do a daily curriculum. And sometimes I don't have them log in and we just do something different. It's just on my whim. Like, it's really just how we feel in the moment, which is probably not the greatest way. But we do testing and, you know, and I have different thoughts and feelings about where the twins should be at this time, so it's fine. Is anybody else sweaty? Did anybody else fight a pillow? Okay. Second one. But first, I didn't spill. Ooh, famous last words. A pot holder. That was behind my cushion. It's like 22. Stop using your ridiculous maple measurements and tell me what that is in freedom. 80. It always throws me when you guys start school in the fall. It isn't until after day in Canada. And it's like wildly different state to state. Some it's like August 12th. And in some other places, it's not until after Labor Day, which is how I think it should be. Maple disagrees. Okay, so this pillow, not that I showed you the last pillow, it's like a lot more contained. Like everything's matted down a lot more. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, this side is slightly round. This side's incredibly flat. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna stick my arms in and fluff up this side a little bit. And let's start phoning things in early. Why do a good job when you can half-ass it? Your caution. See, like, this is why I cannot have nice things. So it's Kesha spelt with K-E $HA, like the singer. August 1st, that's hate that. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. Like, what is the point, you guys? Another thing I could do, but I don't want to do, like I'd have to get giant trash bags and like assign them and then wash this. Do you guys remember in the other, who the crap is that? Let's look it up. Oh, she's a singer. Okay, in the early 20s, she was like drunk girl at Anthem. Like she was the girl who did the walk of shame home, super drunk at 8 in the morning, still wearing her outfit that she went out in. That's what she looked like when I got her. She just looked like a hard night out. And so I named her Kesha. Also, I love Kesha. They're trying to give more breaks in the school year than those two. I like that plan. Honestly, we mostly school year round for my kids. Don't get jealous, sweet potato. You can make biscuits somewhere else. That way, when we're just like not in the mood, we don't do school, you know? And my kids love the idea of just random, like February is a really hard month, especially when we lived in Oregon and we hadn't seen the sun in a really long time and we're not gonna see the sun for even longer. To just be able to be like, we don't do school some of February and skip it. It's really good. Okay. This one, let's see. Is the only Kesha song you like, Meg? Give up that wrench. I'm sad I modded you. I like all of Kesha's songs. Okay, so the downside of this is this bottom couch cushion is really flat because I didn't restuff it. So this whole situation sucks. But I'm gonna pull you over here. Doing school year round here in Ontario. How do you get a summer job if you're in school? Oh, don't you know kids aren't supposed to work? Legally, mine can't work until they're 16, and I really am excited about getting them jobs. Specifically, I want Sonia and Sammy to work at Hobby Lobby. We spent a lot of time in Hobby Lobby. They really enjoy it. It's a reasonable distance from us, and I feel like it would be kind of a safer environment for them. I feel like it would be low enough pressure and they would just be like able to restock things. I think it would be a really good fit initially. You were more into Evanescence? Evanescence was the first concert my husband and I went to together. He surprised me with tickets. And then we kissed. Don't tell anybody. Okay. Welcome back, Nikki. You missed all the time I needed you to do your job. It was fun. I love Evanescence, but I hate when I sing along with her because no one can do that. And so you have to turn it up super loud to drown out your own terrible voice. You know, the typical. I didn't have my thing restricted enough. And then it took me a really long time to figure out how to restrict my comments. Did you get so wet, Kesha? Were you outside in the storm? Were you outside in the storm? I love her. You're not too old for us, Karen. It's okay. Who do you want to talk about? I drew a blank. Bob Seger was your first concert in 1975. I love that. If you made the music so loud it sound the same as her. That's exact same for me. Okay, so was it Karen who suggested I just stiff my hands in and fluff it? Because that, I feel like worked out a lot better. Motley Crue, Led Zeppelin. Oh, I love that, you guys. Karaoke app. It's singing. I am not a good singer and I fully understand that. But deep down, I really, really wish I was. Like, if I had to do a whole 3 wishes from a genie, one of them I think would be to be a outstanding singer and then do absolutely nothing with that talent. Just, that's for me and my car drive. My husband's a really good singer, actually. He sang in the bar band that I bartended at, and somehow several people didn't understand that he and I were together. So what it was, okay, we were together in the military in Hawaii, right? So we're established couple, and then he left and moved first, and then I went and deployed. So I was gone for a long time. And then I got out of the military and then I joined him, which was a really risky choice because we weren't even technically dating. But I was like, better wife me up if I leave the army. My eyes itch a little bit. So I started working at Starbucks. I loved working at Starbucks. And then later, I started bartending at the bar that he was at all of the time when I was overseas. And so it felt like to everybody we were a brand new couple, but we had been together for quite some time. And then a lot of people didn't understand that we were together. So like they'd make comments about him hooking up with the girl who sang in the band. And I loved her to death. She was always like, no, I'm not trying. I was like, I know, I don't care. Like, it's fine. But yeah, so everybody would try to match those two up and not me. Did I stalk him? Of course I stalked him. I wasn't touching my eyes. Did I touch my eyes? I didn't touch my eyes. I think it just kind of like fluffed up. I think it fluffed up. I needed safety goggles. What's this? Is that sweat? Is it Kesha? So is it horsehair? I think it's like a synthetic material. This one doesn't have white dots. How alarming is that? Where did the other one have white dots? And gloves. I think I'm done after this. You watched another cleaning channel and they were both in the military. Which one was that, Tammy? Who do you watch for true crime? It's a variety. Because right now my algorithm's just like, gosh, she'll go for anything. She doesn't care. And I watch that chapter for good recaps. He's got a very nice dry humor, but he's always very respectful to the victims. Like he's funny, but doesn't put down the fact that they got murdered. Like that's not their fault. All right, I'm over it. I did 3. And they look better. Could I do the rest? Yes. Am I choosing to? No. And then I really like Emily D. Baker for covering actual trials because she explains certain things to me and I love that. I used to oh, it's gonna be loud. That was a big one. Okay, it wasn't as loud as I thought. That was a really bright lightning. Did you already do the seat cushions? I didn't yet because I can't find the adhesive spray, and also I don't feel like it anymore. I've just, no thanks. You can hear it. Yeah, it's not as bad as they have been. They've been really bad. And a massive oak tree went down in my neighborhood, and so you couldn't exit the community like the main way. You had to go all the way around, and like everybody came out with chainsaws to hack it up for us. Ooh, gross. I have a bunch of it in my elbow, in my army pit. You can see outside. I took everybody outside. It's a little dark. I just wanted to do the fluffing, and then I'm gonna give it a few days, if you will, of Leroy and Kesha ruining my life. And then if I need to, I could add stuffing to it. Go wash your arms off. Did you hear that? Okay, that's a vibe. Okay. I have a few dishes in my sink, like I do, but I can still use it. Sorry. Ta-da, look, okay. Okay, I don't like this stand that I have. All right, I'll wash my hands, my arms. Like, of course, when I turn you guys to it, you're not gonna get anything. That sucks. I was hoping that'd be better for y'all. Love storms, hate tornadoes. I was sitting with a friend on the couch. We weren't even under a severe thunderstorm warning or any of it. And we were just joking around, and all of a sudden our phones went off with a tornado warning. And so we got everybody into the living room and laundry room. I did that when I did my voiceover too. But it was more towards where my husband work was than I pulled you guys away, and now the lightning's just going off like crazy out there. That's kind of a bummer. Cece, you're a silent watcher? Stop that. Interesting enough, I'm not a wife and I have no desire to be one, but I enjoy your personality, commentary, and videos. Well, you don't have to be married to watch me, but if you want, you and I can get married. We could be sister wives. But I will not mow the lawn. That is where I draw the line. Bye, Jill. Have fun shopping. What are you shopping for? Please be something fun and not stupid like food. Thank you, Christy. I appreciate it. You guys don't have to be silent watchers. I am so grateful to see you guys and know you guys, and I wouldn't want you guys to match me in any way because that would be so boring if we were all the same. I would hate that. You mowed your lawn today? Brave, Meg. I refuse. It seems awful and hot and sweaty and has grass. Oh, food. I am really close to having all of my meals set up, thanks Meg, to do my freezer prep. And then I thawed out some liver, and Sister Wife sounds so great. Split the chores and you can team up against the hubby. I love it. I always joke around about my sister wife that I have. Her name's Devin, and I love her so much. But she lives in Fargo, so it's hard to sister wife her up too much. Oh, so I thawed out some liver. I have been gifted a dehydrator to review and do a film about, so one of those situations, and I have been offered a few different things to have to review to sell to you guys. And this is the first one I said yes to because it felt the most relevant to my channel. And also I really wanted a dehydrator and I really didn't feel like buying one. So I am going to dehydrate and encapsulate beef liver and then eat it for my vitamin D and iron and everything like that. So I think that'll be pretty good. Although, oh, I got my blood work back and I had taken 3 weeks worth of vitamin D supplements. My vitamin D levels went from 21 to 40, which is really exciting. I didn't think it was going to jump up so quickly, and it did. And my thyroids look great. And so I was discussing with her my fatigue and stuff like that. And so she is redoing a couple labs and wants to look more at my adrenals. And hey Emma. Oh, Ashley. Sorry, I want to call you Emma because that's what it says. She's gonna pull a few more. She said that she doesn't see it in my blood work yet, but that those symptoms plus my blood sugar randomly bottoming out really makes her feel like it could be an adrenal situation. So I loved that. Sister wives. I have a sister wife. I love her so much. So when we first moved to North Dakota, I was 8 months pregnant with Calvin, I think, and the twins weren't yet too. And woofda. And I didn't have anyone. And so I needed someone to watch the twins when I gave birth. I was really concerned about that because who wouldn't be? Because the only person there would have been my husband. And I wanted him with me, not with the kids, but you know, twins couldn't watch themselves. So I found antihistamine diet. I might could. So I went on care.com and I found this woman, Devin, and I watched her watch the twins for so long. And I was like, okay, remember not to shake them. Remember not to smother them if you feel like it. You know, if they cry a lot, don't drown them in the tub. And luckily we got close enough. And then she was my sitter when we were starting the diagnosis for the twins. And she was there all the time, just helping me figure out everything, all of the random rules that I'd make up or new things I wanted to try. She was there. She was a big part of it. I remember the day all of the doctors came into my home to do the test to diagnose the twins with autism. She was there watching the one twin while one twin went through it and then swapped. Like, she was such a big part of my life. My kids, when they started talking, called her Dev Mommy. And I was so lucky enough to be there for both of her kids' births. Like, I love her so much. And I hate that I'm so far away from her. But yeah, so it's nice having a sister wife. It's really handy. You guys should try it. So, Dew is good for that. I'm not drinking Mountain Dew for my vitamins. You do need a Devin. Everybody needs a Devin. She's phenomenal. That's crazy they went to your house for that. Yes. So, right after Calvin was born, they send somebody, they called it the Bambi program, and a nurse would come into your home. And I think it's like part like, do you need CPS? Like, what's your home like? But part, she weighed Calvin and reassured me that he was gaining weight. It was just a few days after he was born, I think 3. And she just checked in and saw how I was doing. And I don't know if she saw something or if it was just divine providence, but she was like, do you have any other questions? And like gestured at the twins. And so I was like, oh, you know, they were talking, but they don't anymore. I think it's just because I wasn't really talking either. This isn't about you. It's not about you. Do not knock this. Go get it. And so she got the ball rolling. So they brought in some people. And so before the twins were 2.5, we had people in home doing speech and occupational therapy. And my speech therapist is the one who was like, let's go forward. They have autism. Let's get them diagnosed and get you all of the supports I can possibly get you at this point. And so we were really, really lucky. So lucky that they went to my house for that. And I had a lot of in-home therapy given to me in North Dakota through that. Sorry, I'm trying to get you guys to not notice that my hair is starting to get greasy. But I got really sweaty. That makes sense there. And yeah, it was really nice that they came in. It was part of the early, that one was good, early intervention. I want to turn you guys so maybe you can see more flashes. Is that bothersome? So I'm glad we did that. This is fun. I wanted to do this instead of making a video to post for you guys tomorrow morning because I was not feeling it. Yeah, Leroy's super jacked. He thinks I am talking to him mostly, so he was like, yeah, let's do this. Hey, Crystal, how are you, babe? Oh, wait, you were here. Damn it, Crystal. Thanks for saying I was pretty. It got me really excited to see you. Quit tricking me into being happy to see you. So, what else? What else we wanted to, what state was it? North Dakota. My kid got shorted with in-home therapy. It was supposed to come twice a week separately, but they come once a week and together only for 30 minutes. And then when it showed ridiculous. North Dakota had like 30 spots for this special autism waiver. And my girls got spots like 28 and 29. And then I met this other mom so we had, it was wild. We had in-home therapy, outpatient therapy, like private therapy, and they went to a special needs preschool. And when I was in outpatient therapy, I met this mom and her kid was definitely like so autistic, so deep into it. Like you could see it a million miles away. And I was like, that kid's weird. My kids are weird. Let's do this. And so she's like, no, my kid doesn't have autism. And I was like, oh God, but he does. Okay, so you need to ask people, you need to get on this waiver because it opens up so many doors because it's like, I remember doing the math. It was like, if I were to pay out of pocket with my really, really, really good insurance, it would have cost us $30,000 a year after insurance to access the same level of care that we were getting. And so she applied right after we applied, and she was put on a wait list for over a year. And then after that, if you applied, it went from the ages 3 to 10. If you applied at the age of 3, your child would age out before a spot opened for you. That's just how hard and cutthroat it was. And I was so blessed and lucky to get on that. My great nephew was nonverbal autistic. We genuinely thought that was going to be our reality. We are so lucky. And the thing that bothers me the most, and I know people mean this kindly. So this other mom, her son, and then I knew another mom, her daughter. Our 4 kids were the most severe that you could be labeled. Like it was a level 3. It's the most severe where they're like, don't really plan for a future for them. Like there's not independence here. There's not speech here. There's not really potty training here. There's not much here for you. And so all 4 of us were in that boat and we're preparing for that life, right? And my girls are not on that trajectory any longer. They probably are the in-home forever trajectory, but they speak and do things and can function, right? My other friends don't. They did not get that same whatever it was. But the thing is that we had the exact same therapist, the exact same pediatricians. We spent our time together. We went to the same schools and everything like that. And so people are like, oh no, you're just such a good mom. It's because of how much work you put into it. And I was like, that's so insulting to the moms who are busting their ass and trying so hard. They don't have nonverbal kids because they kind of sucked. It's just the way it went. Like that's just how it worked. I did nothing special. I just got lucky. Yes, we can all have a drink. Just your average golfers. Love that. We should go golfing. I mean, me and my husband, but you can come too. So anyways, all of that is just wild to me. The military provided great insurance for my sister's daughter with tons of therapy. I love that. I remember daughter at 8 coming in the house saying, Mom, the 2-year-old is autistic. His parents don't know. Can I give him one of the packets? right? The when you like float the idea to a parent because you're not sure if they say it or not, you're like, so my kids are autistic. What about your wackadoo? It's such a relief when they're like, mine is too, instead of you being like, oh, okay, that's weird. So, my wine's so far away. I blame Tammy. Tammy's all like, don't drink your wine so close to you. You're going to spill it. Ooh, Cindy, our kids went to something, it was called I Can Bike, and it was for Down syndrome mostly and autistic kids and anybody who has like quite the developmental disabilities. And it's a weekend, and they're very specialized. They know exactly what they're doing. My kids learned how to ride a bike that weekend. It was amazing. Did you hear that one? Hey, Jerry, how are you? You're on your drive home? Did you get a lot of designing done? Is the house flawless? I'm a little bit jealous that you design houses. I feel like that would be fun, but I bet you it involves a lot of math. Ugh, never mind, I hate it. He does want something. He wants some love. He's the sweetest little boy. He needs a haircut. He's bringing bugs back in because his fur gets so long on the feet. And then he goes out into our little forest and we'll bring back ticks and centipedes, which I hate. You looked at my radar? I didn't look at my radar. I wonder if I could do it while you guys are still here. Or if haha, I'm back. His toe beans name trimmed. How dare you? Quit looking at his feet. Stop asking for feet. Both cases, it varies between, yeah, just in the water. It's like, just happens these days. It's crazy. It's fun, and the program does most of the math. That would need to happen for me. I'd be more like, I don't care if it's not structural. I think it looks cute. So, it's dark there. Where are you from? Honestly, it's not dark here. We're in Georgia. It's a storm. The storm is going for it right now. And there's a lot of thunder and lightning. So, and we've had it every week. Our grass is so saturated and starts flooding really quickly. So I'm a little nervous if we get a hurricane this year, that maybe it will actually flood. Although we never actually get the big storms. They kind of avoid our zone, which I'm really excited about. Georgia's turning into Florida, like with all the storms and swamps, or just the whole general vibe. I'm basically in Florida. I can get there so fast. Especially if I forget that my parents are flying into the airport, I can get to the airport quite quickly in Florida. We had it every day for 2 weeks. It's crazy. Like, everybody's had insane weather recently, and I kind of love it. North Carolina does get the hurricanes. It kind of like pops off of Florida and then whips back into the Carolinas. And from what I hear, and Georgia's kind of like, hey guys, like, we were supposed to get Hurricane Ian right over us, and like a stick fell off of a tree and 5 raindrops came down. There was nothing happened. I was so prepared too. Like, we were doing generators, we were filling gas cans, I had the tubs filled with water, and it was just nothing. And it was like, it was kind of a letdown where I was ready. I think I got up at like 5 in the morning to watch landfall at 3 in the morning. I was ready for it, and just nothing. It was so dumb. I love the American South. I really like it down here. Yeah, it was supposed to be short-term, but hour after hour, unreal. The storms, yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, I'm here for it, but like, it's not really windy. I don't feel like it's tornado-y here. It's just rainy. If I hadn't prepared, it would hit your area. And all the locals were so cash about it. They were just like, oh yeah, it'll be fine. And I was like, no, prepare. Let's get the resources. And they're like, Thanks for preparing for us. So I guess I single-handedly saved my entire town. So I have tried to do Cajun boil and just keeps taking, not today, save for this with you guys. What, Meg? You're doing a Cajun boil, but it did not work? I love seafood boils. Thanks, Ashley. It's called Not the Best Vision, even though I had LASIK. And the stupid eye doctor, he's like, no, you know, when you get old, you're just going to need readers anyways. And I think that that's a lie. And how dare you say that to my face? Uh-oh. Feels, okay, so you guys, our lights just did flicker. If I lose power, I lose Wi-Fi. If I lose Wi-Fi, all of this is gone. So I got to 3 cushions, Crystal. It was yucky and sweaty. And to be honest, it doesn't look that much better and it doesn't look that much worth it. Also, I have that, so be right back. Bye, Nikki. So I don't know how he's even comfortable. That's a ridiculous position to be in. He is so comfy. He can't be comfy. Look at this. Like, the angle of the head. You're so over this rain. Not great for the crops, and you have partial headaches. Whereabouts are you at? I like the color of the couch. Mine is dark brown. I can't tell if there's spider on it, which freaks me out. But I did bring out one of the pillows because it came with like 47,000 throw pillows. And I put one up and I put it next to the couch cushion. Gross. Gross. This is so much more beige, and apparently it's supposed to be white, and that we're just gross. Lots of our everything. Courtney, okay, I read that. Maybe it's also the beers. Maybe. Welcome back, Nikki. We all didn't miss you. Near London, Ontario. Oh, Canucks. Look how many Canadians I have. Bodily fluids. I know, right? Oh, so yeah, I got the rug put down and I cleaned and all of that. And Kesha decided to throw up like 45 times on the couch, on the ottoman, on the new rug. One time, she's like, how about on the hardwood floor where it'd be relatively easy for you to clean up? But she was just living her best life, throwing up everywhere. Not really sure what happened there. Midwestern Ontario for now. And then you'll be I don't know what province that is. Okay, so I know Saskatchewan. I know Ontario. Victoria is one? Is Victoria one of your provinces? What's this one? Like, what's the one above Washington and Oregon? I should know that one because I was really close to it. That's cats too in the rug in the chair we're about to sit on. Yes. Victoria. Okay, British Columbia. That's what it is. British Columbia. Another one that doesn't really matter. Saskatchewan. Then this one is something else that doesn't matter. And then New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island. Newfoundland. The amount that America does not care to teach us Canada's geography is hilarious. Or Mexico. They're like, it doesn't matter. It's not important. Hey, Claudia, how are you? Is Manitoba a city or one of the provinces? Known how many times is you guys. So Nikki and I were talking about this today. We were texting, and my husband, time zones are hard, and I keep trying to figure out like when a good time would be because, you know, I want England to be able to be there and it not be too late, but I didn't want to start drinking at noon. ish. And so we were talking, and one time I struggle with time zones. My husband's like, how many time zones are there? I was like, I don't know, like 100. And so I told Nikki the story. She's like, how many are there? It's like, there's 24. And apparently it's supposed to be like super common knowledge. And I was like, they're hard. It's hard to figure out time zones. We don't even care to learn them, honestly. New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, Newfoundland. Is it Newfoundland or Newfoundland? And you're from the Netherlands. I love that. I am going to come visit you so soon, Claudia. And then we can have, like, do you guys do tea or coffee? What's the vibe out there? What do you guys like? I feel like you're tea folks. Are you tea? We can do tea together and ride bikes. I want to start drinking at noon, but apparently it's frowned upon. It was your day off, babe. Like, you should have been able to do it. I think the last time I had wine was Thanksgiving. And then this little wine, Josh, because I am cheap, is what my guests brought for Thanksgiving, and we didn't drink it. More like coffee. Yay! So we can go get coffee, and then we'll ride bicycles around. And I think that would be really fun. Your daughter-in-law is from the Netherlands. I love that. You can't remember the last time you drank or bought wine? Well, thanks for bringing us down, Nikki. Tammy, it is 5 o'clock somewhere. I do, like, every once in a while, I'm like, I never want to drink. And then sometimes I'm like, I should get drunk. Not really middle ground. I'm not like, oh, let's have a glass of wine to relax. I'm like, let's get buzzed. Let's do this. And then I don't want to do it again for 12 months. So the lightning's moving further away. So 1:15 in the morning. Babe, why are you on? Like, are you not able to sleep? I'm happy you're here, but whew, rough day tomorrow. My husband bought one for Christmas when my fam was here. We don't drink and it's so strong. No one had any and it wasn't cheap. It works in meat sauce at least. The wine, that's good. I hate that when you're like, that's why I love the tiny bottles, even though it's usually cheap wine, because I am not about to drink a bottle of wine. And I don't want to get good wine. I'm gonna see if my teeth were turning red yet. I don't want to get really good wine and then dump half down the drain. If you do some margarita and tacos, I do love that. Actually, that is kind of a fun little vibe to have as well. Lots of Dutch and Belgians in this area in Ontario. It's too warm to sleep. I'm sorry, my love. What temperature is it? You can tell me in Celsius and then somebody will have to. You can record the bottle. I still feel like it tastes bad after that. I am sure that's not true, but like I feel like it turns. You're having a Disaronno? What's in that? Or is that a brand? I want to guess. I bet you it's a mixture of rum and what's something super British? Blood sausages. Nope, that's Scottish. Crumpets. Twist top wine bottles. Twist top wine bottles are glorious and just as good as corked. 31 degrees. I think that's really hot. 31's like, oh yes, almond liquor. Yum. Does it taste like cherries? I wouldn't know how to do that. God, that's funny. 31 degrees Celsius. Somebody do the math for me. I'm going to guess 97 degrees. Maybe that's normal for you, but the Dutch, it would be about 87. Okay. No, it's not a normal thing. Like, I think you guys, especially England and stuff like that, it's a lot cooler in general. So when it gets hot, like a temperature swing's a temperature swing. Like 87 is not hot here, but it is hot for you. If I was in I guess Oregon, it was hot at 87 degrees, but like a higher temperature is a higher temperature. You're more than welcome to be sweaty and hot and not want to sleep. I'm not going to shame you for having a slightly better climate than I have. Box of wine. Get the whole box. Wood floor cleaner from Method brand smells like cherries. It does. Wait, are you mocking me, Courtney? It does. It smells so good, you guys. I love it so much. I kind of want to go smell it right now. That's such a psycho thing to say, but I really want to smell it right now. It smells so good. Hey, Carrie, where in Oregon was it 115? South Oregon? Like Medford? Ew. No, I used that when we first moved here. Now I just use a steamer. I was looking up steamers. Okay, so here's the weird paradox of YouTubing. Like, it's a blend between somebody's like, do you want this? And then it's like, I want a steamer, but like, I want somebody to email and be like, do you want a steamer and use it on a video? That's when I want a steamer the most. It really gets that hot in Oregon. Oregon, Southern Oregon's high desert. So it gets really hot up there and really, really dry. There's a lot of fire problems up there. Portland, like the northern westest part, that part is really rainy and damp, but basically everything else, no, like a cleaning steamer. Basically everything else is hot and dry in that area. No, like they have floor steamers or they have like steamer cleaning things. Not just floor cleaner, but like bathrooms get cleaned with steamers and stuff like that. Like it's a whole thing that they do. I can see it and I can tell when some YouTubers are hinting in videos without saying it, so someone will send them one for free. I don't even think I'm gonna hint. I'm gonna be like, you know, it'd be super amazing, guys, if somebody sent me this crap. And okay, so I was offered a standing desk and I was like, yes, I'm actually super on board with a standing desk, even though I don't really have anywhere to put it. I want one. And he made a mistake and was like, what's your budget? We could do $300 plus the desk for free. And I was like, weird. My budget's $300. I love that it matches. We could do both. And I think he got in trouble because he never contacted me again. And the same company is like, hey, we have this amazing opportunity for you to review this recliner. Where's the recliner gonna go? I don't want that. Hey, both of you. Leroy, leave her alone. She doesn't want to be messed with. She's old. I just want them to come back and ask me if I want that desk. And if I want the desk plus $300, because that's what I want that. And then another one was like, here's some toe shoes. And I was like, in what world is that no, I'm not gonna wear toe shoes. That's what I wanted. I wanted the stand-up desk to do the walking because my editing, even though it's crappy, takes me so long and I am sitting for so long. And I felt like if I had the stand-up desk, I could edit and walk and not fall off the stupid thing as often as I fall off of it, which is often. So she is old. She isn't. She's grouchy. My husband talks and distracted me, came back to you talking about steamers. Well, divorce your husband. He doesn't need to interrupt this crap. Get the toe shoes. The moment's passed. And I'm also a little bit scared. So, because I don't know what I'm doing, right? I'm in a lot of Reddit forums for YouTubers who are asking basic questions, and it's kind of helpful and kind of a lot of gamer YouTube, so some of it doesn't apply, but there's been a few where they're like, I was offered, you know, a gift exchange thing where they gift you the thing and then you talk about it. But when they open the attachment, there's a bug attached and then it steals their YouTube channel, and they can change the password, the two-factor authentic, I've had wine, shut up. Anyways, the two factors and all of that. And now I'm like, I don't even want to open the emails. Like, yeah, I want free crap, but I don't want you to steal my YouTube. I'm working on it. I want to keep it. Vacuum and the mopping one for floors. I really Courtney, that was rude. Authentication. This was the best day. I said it. But yeah, so like I'm struggling with, okay, it's such a weird balance between, yeah, I want free crap, and no, I don't want to oversell to my people, and also I don't want to get scammed and have everything stolen from me. So it's a weird balance. But like if somebody came in and was like, gifted membership tier, like a diamond tiara, yeah, I'm gonna do that as fast as humanly possible. I will sell you guys so hard on that diamond tiara, and I will wear it all of the time. Have a vacuum washer, it's awesome until you forget to clean it after. Yeah, there was one, it like self-cleaned, and I was like, yes, I would like the self-cleaning moppy situation thing, and she never emailed me back, so. Make a secondary handle to, I switched over, it's a completely different email address, and I have a PO box. The absolute shame to be face to face to somebody and they're like, and what would you want this shipped to have to say, oh, feral tradwife, the shade of red I turned. It was so busy that day, and I was like, they're like, what would you say this is? I was like, YouTube. And they're like, would you say you're an influencer? And I was like, no, don't say that. Like, could you just put porn star, like write that down instead. Just write down OnlyFans. That would be less humiliating at this point. I don't know why it's so embarrassing, because people are like, oh, are you an influencer? And I'm like, no, I'm just an idiot who cleans my house. But so embarrassing. I had stuff to do. Liars. That Eureka one. No, I'm not special enough to get like name brands yet. It's mostly from China. So I get them overnight, and like they email me at 1 in the morning, and then I reply, and then I don't get to hear back from 1 in the morning. But it's like mostly everything's Amazon links and not names that you've heard of. But I really wanted that dehydrator. What I really need is for Harvest Right freeze dryers to fall in love with me, because that's like $4,000 for a freeze dryer. And right now I am planning my hike for the Appalachian Trail. I don't hike and never have. I don't have any equipment, and I wouldn't know what I was doing. But if I did, I would want to freeze dry my own meals before I went. And so I feel like it's super important. And I want them to send me one for that whole scenario to come up. Like, I've researched what tent I want, not what sleeping bag. Like, I am watching people hike it. And for some reason, I'm like, that would be so amazing to hike from Georgia to Maine, and with zero camping experience or desire to walk that far. But like, what if? What if, you guys? It is all from China at this point. I would totally walk around saying I'm an influencer, because then people go, it's where it is when it's people I know, they're like, oh, can I see your channel? And I'm like, I do not want you to know what the inside of my house looks like. But thank you so much. It's so embarrassing. YouTubers have their images stolen that are used on Timo, rude. And also some people have charges they didn't authorize, also rude. And I use PayPal, so it's not direct to my card. I rage quit PayPal a while ago. I'm gonna have to put that back on for payments if I do get paid sponsorships, which would be really, really nice. My husband is the same way. So no, that's not the pizza that we have available. That's pizza I didn't throw out for a long time. Shut up, everybody, shh. So the pizza could you throw that in the trash can? That would be amazing. Yeah, it's pretty old. It's just been in the fridge for a while. That's true, there is lightning outside. Why don't you put it in the garage so we don't get confused? The pizza that is not disgusting is in a bag in the fridge. Well, I'm glad you guys got to be a part of that conversation. Yeah, so I have hopes one day to get a paid sponsorship, but I do want to be selective. I do want it to be relevant and not just sell out for sellout's sake, unless it's a lot of money, and then I'll do it like that. I will drop you guys so fast. It's like, oh, So she's so cute and so grown up. That's the fridge. That's the freezer. It's in the fridge. Are you looking for pizza still?
No,
Okay.
just trying to find something to eat.
Okay, hey, deep breath. I am happy to pause this if you, do you need help?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Daddy can help you if you need another choice. I am so happy to help you, sweetheart.
Okay, but it doesn't have any pepperoni.
Sorry. I could see her anxiety go super, super high with that.
No.
It's a lot of choices in a row.
I don't know what spicy chicken nuggets is.
Okay, we're all out of spicy stuff. I need you to focus on me for a second. Okay?
So, hold on.
We're all out of the spicy chicken.
IKEA everywhere. My IKEA is so far away. I thought it was closer. And then I was in the car for 100 million years.
That's gonna make a lot of noise from that.
They will start coming at 110,000 subscribers. Yes, ma'am.
Can I make chicken strips?
Yes, you can absolutely make chicken strips. It will not bother me whatsoever.
Okay, thank you.
You're so welcome, sweetheart. I think you're gonna wanna clean out the crumbs. And I think that'll be perfect. You might wanna put down your iPad and have two hands. So it might get a little noisy over here, but it's fine. She's doing so good at making her own meals. That's loud. She's doing really good at making her own meals. Yeah, okay, so back to talking about me selling out as fast as humanly possible. So I did the math. I keep doing the math. Every morning I wake up and I try to figure out my average subs that I got like in 7 days or 28 days, and then how many days it would take at that average to get me to 10,000. It's what I did before I got to 1,000 subscribers. I'd be like, okay, in 14 more days, I might have 1,000 subs. And so now I am super excited. Like, if it varies, because sometimes after I post, I get a few more and stuff like that. So now I'm like, okay, in 35 days, I could get to 10,000, and I'm so excited. And Calvin wants to have a cake and have like a party for it, and I'm really excited about that. It does feel like such a huge landmark, milestone is what I'm trying to say. It feels so, so big, and I can't believe that I could get there. It's gonna be great. And you were like #1, Nikki. I really want to throw a party. I want to do something really special. You're always welcome. I told you so many times to quit your job and move to Georgia and just be my full-time friend. But yet, here you are with a career being a butthole. Wait until you hit 100,000, like the names that I know now, we're all going to Vegas. No, that sounds really crappy. We're all going somewhere really amazing that's not Vegas, because like it sounds fun, but I would gamble everything away. You would be jazzed to hit 500. It's like, it's so crazy. I was so excited to get to 1,000. And Texas, deep sea fishing. That is a wild choice. Like, that would be fun, right? Something random, like deep sea fishing, party time would be really fun. Or all of you guys can come hike the Appalachian Trail with me. It only will take 6 months. But I think it would be so fun to do something like that. You have no sea here, because you're in the weirdest part of Texas, Nikki. Go south. So many. I am shocked at how many people get to 100K just watching movies they haven't seen before. Yes, and you know what? A really fast way to get people is shorts, YouTube shorts pull a ton of subs, but apparently not like loyal subs. The whole vibe of it's like they watch shorts but don't really care about you or your channel. You just get a lot of shorts viewers. So if you long form, you have more of a community. If you short form, you get way more subs. Like you're there so much faster. So I'm happy doing this and going from it. Thank you, Carrie. See, now Carrie's number one. Like, we're gonna do this MySpace style, and I'm gonna shuffle my favorites publicly, and then you'll all know who's my top 5, who's my top 6. I miss that. I think we should go back to publicly ranking the people we love. Our best for the hiking idea. Nikki, lame. Alaska for gold mining. I do need to go to Alaska. Alaska and Wisconsin. Those are the states I need. Shorts are YouTube's version of TikTok, and sometimes I love them. And I genuinely think I've seen almost all of The Walking Dead in shorts form. That's crazy. You have janky knees. That is your choice. You decided to have janky knees. We're hiking the stupid trail. I don't know. I mean, bugs and murderers and hiking. But I feel like it could be fun though. And I think it would be really cool to see so many states on my feet, like walking. That sounds really fun, but I think it sounds more romantic than reality. I'll be at the end of the trail with booze. See, I love you, Meg. I had my ankle leg rebuilt in 2005. Well, then you have no excuse. You have a new leg. Some of us have the legs we were born with. I'll go if I can ride a donkey. That's amazing. My husband originally from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Okay, I'm gonna go see your husband's family. And now I have a place to stay. I'm like, Tammy's husband's family, let me sleep here. I need to see things. But I am excited. I do want to go to Alaska really, really badly. And I want to go to Wisconsin to say that I have. That's not really like an endorsement of it. I finally did Michigan, and I loved the UP, and I hated the rest of Michigan. It was super boring, but the UP was really pretty. And I kept trying to get my kids to like be more excited about the Great Lakes and how crazy it was. And they're like, yes, Mom, you've been saying that for hours now. And I'm like, but look, that's a lake. It's huge. I need them to be more dazzled by the things I'm dazzled by. I don't walk straight, says my strokes. Just like drunk, but I can't be the official grandma. Okay, so Leslie, apparently the Appalachian Trail's like super party trail where a lot of people are high and drunk. So you won't not blend in. So that excuse is off the table. You're back in on this hike. Wisconsin Dells is great. Okay, perfect. I'm in Lower Michigan, so I'm so offended right now. Bethany, that's your fault. Move somewhere, move back up north. You know what? I think I was just tired and exhausted by the time I was driving down that part. So I wasn't going to like it no matter how miraculous it was. And it was just an interstate. So I was just like, grouchy. Kim, hi from South Carolina. I love your channel. Hi, Kim. We're neighbors. Washington State and Oregon, but too many crazies. I am so happy not to be living in Oregon anymore right now. My mother-in-law is in Washington. And it's just really bunkies. I like right across from Bay City. I don't know where Bay City is, Meg. Love you, Karen. Thank you so much. I'm so happy that you stopped in. Born and raised in Detroit suburbs. Detroit scares me. One of my husband coworkers is from there, and she got back there, and I was like, oh, be careful, my love. Bethany, I'm going up north next week for vacation. Fun. It is a different world up there. Next time you want to hit the west coast of Lower Michigan along Lake Michigan. Yes, I will. I want to go back. I feel like I didn't give it enough of a chance, and I do want to go back. Plus, it's kind of close to Wisconsin, so I feel like I could hit both up at the same time. Oregon is crazy. I'm close to Salem. Yes, so I lived in Sherwood next to Portland for 5 years, and we've been here 18 months, but the nature's beautiful. It is getting ruined. Like, there's so many more intense cities, more and more into the nature than it was, but Detroit's become human is the only thing I know and love of Detroit. Yeah, Courtney, that sentence doesn't make sense. I wanted to be supportive, but what? Try again. Kim says, I live in Summerville, South Carolina. What area do you live in? I am between Florida and Savannah. So south of you, but close. I drive through South Carolina more often than I ever thought I would. And figure out your roads situation. Why are they so terrible? Video game. Oh, okay. Sorry, babe. I'm super happy right now. Probably the wine. And you guys. What else? Are we sick of me? Should we wrap it up? Or we need new Chinese series translator? My typos are insane in here. I was just thinking how much I forgot of Chinese. And I would probably have to like be in China for a solid 4 days before I could really get around. But I also don't think my social credit score is high enough to escape China without going to jail. I feel like they'd be like, no, she's a spy, lock her up. But I would like to go. I would love to see the Great Wall and a couple other things and eat the food if it was real food. Sketchy. It was, so they send, never mind. Anyways, I was going to go see China and have some time there, but instead I got shipped off to Iraq, which is basically the same thing, which was a bummer. My oldest daughter wants to go to China. I bet it's amazing. There's just a lot of counterfeit issues, which is why I was hesitant on the food. Even the food is not always as it appears. Helen, I was so happy to see you, babe. I hope you have great dreams. Thank you for coming and saying hi and being sweet. Video game of Andrews being used in every home as a slave, but wanting to become their own slave. Oh my God. Jesus. That is terrifying. Could you imagine? They would win so fast. Do not care for that idea. Meg says, no, it's not. The food's not counterfeit? Is that what you're saying, Meg? And Nikki saying, good night, Helen. I served at the same time your son did. He was with that. Oh, it's not safe. No. That's crazy that we served at the same time. I hope he didn't have to do too many tours. Maybe just the one. So I knew if I stayed in the Army, I would go several more times. And your babies only have to be 4 months old before they deploy mothers. Did you guys know that? And I was right there in like the baby zone. I wanted a baby so soon. Place in Thailand, we may go visit for a while. Meg, that's so fun. I'm so jealous of you. I want to go to Thailand and Greenland and Antarctica. 16 years before he said enough, right? Honestly, I thought I was going to be career, but that boy over there tricked me to all these things. Kind of like early AI. The whole AI thing freaks me out. I really hope that they choose to love us. Ooh, New Zealand. Yes, well, we're all going to New Zealand when we take over the world. Like, that's our destination, is New Zealand, to take over the millionaire bunkers. You went to Greenland and Iceland too. I went to Iceland and it was so romantic. Did you feel like it was romantic, Meg? Like, I wish I wasn't there with 2 girlfriends. Like, I wish I was there with my husband to be romantic with. Especially like after a long day of hiking. It's beautiful. There are waterfalls. And then you go into like the hot springs, which admittedly smell like a ruptured porta potty. But it was besides the smell, like it was just so romantic. The vibe was so nice. Hobbitland, I want to go to Hobbitland so bad. My mom went to Desert Storm when I was 3, and it probably did affect my relationship with her. I bet it did. It's not fun to come back from, I would say. It smells so bad, Nikki. My friend texted me, if we're still going to the movies, I'll text her back later. It's fine. Hobbitland, you've only been to the USA and Mexico and Canada. Gotta count Canada. I went to Mexico, but it shouldn't count because I was really, really drunk. Video of it night says strawberry is 2 R's, not 3, so I don't think we need a word. And some of those AI images where you're like, okay, so my best friend's husband and I have a very long Instagram DM together, and it is just us sending us each other the most disturbing things we could possibly find. Like, we're just trying to horrify each other. And he sent me one where it was like somebody asked AI for camping and hot dog images, and like the videos and the things they came up with, it is nightmares. Just hot dog camping nightmares. It's horrifying. And that did make me feel a little bit better about AI. Yeah, it's the sulfur. The sulfur smell is like, they're nice and toasty warm, and it's really fun, but whew, there was one in particular that I was just like, this is so unpleasant. AI is demonic. It's crazy. But Nikki, do you want to go on like a romantic Iceland hike with me? I'll cuddle you in the hot springs. It'll be nice. But you have to hike a lot. Stop complaining about your knees. What else, my loves? Sorry. You had me till the hiking part. Iceland is all hiking. I don't understand it. That's their whole area. You're looking forward to the mountains out west? Okay, Meg, remember when I couldn't remember that mountain range and then I remembered it and I sent it to you? What mountain range is that? Okay, I gotta back off the wine. I'm not gonna lie. Might have an internet malfunction and have to close out soon. Are they allergic to vehicles? They, no, it's just, they're really outdoorsy. And the lamb is so good because like all of Iceland is covered in thyme. Also, I keep staring at myself because I'm super dazzled by my beauty, and I keep forgetting to look at you guys. So everything's covered in thyme, and then the lambs eat it, and they're super delicious because they keep self-seasoning, and it's amazing. Rocky Mountain something. No, Meg, it wasn't. It was something else. Hey, Dave. It is. We're getting there. We've got to back off. If there are no ticks, spiders, or any bugs, really, or any snakes, I would like being outdoors more. You have to go outdoors somewhere where it gets really cold and everything dies off. Those are facts. What the heck is that mountain range? Oh, I'm so mad at you, Meg. It was something, remember? Banyan. Banyan? Does that sound right? Because I remember insisting that it started with a D, and then it absolutely didn't. Okay, Claudia, you should get some sleep. No? Okay, frick. My Chihuahua Gilbert needs to go out. The fact that your Chihuahua's name is Gilbert makes me love you the most. This is... Have fun walking, Gilbert. Tell him I love him. Snow is where I belong. Yes, go somewhere where it's cold because the bugs are not very big and not very plentiful because they kind of die off because of the winter. Although mosquitoes seem to thrive either way. Good night, Claudia. Thank you so much for stopping in. To be honest, we should probably wrap this up before it starts spiraling into sloppiness. if I didn't have to use the restroom outdoors and there weren't bugs, snakes, or critters, and there was a comfy bed and a hot shower, you are such a diva. And if somebody carried you from spot to spot. All right, Meg, have such a good night. Another Anne of Green Gables reference. Did I miss it? How did I miss it? Where is it? I love Gilbert too. Oh, yes. Gilbert's my true love. Don't tell Mark. I loved him. I am going to go up to Canada to the Green Gables house. I wanted to do it this year, but gas is really expensive. I really want to. The dirty jokes are fighting their way out. Hey, bring it. I love them. But yeah, I want to go there and bring your own bidet. Yeah, like apparently you have to have so many different things when you're on the Appalachian Trail for all of that, and people like have their own like poop kit. I don't know that I want a poop kit. That sounds ick. Oh, but also like their privies that they have, so their shelters. I don't know why I'm researching this. I don't genuinely think I'm gonna hike the AT, but what if I did? And they'll have shelters and they'll have like privies, so they have outside porta potties kind of thing. Meg. Everybody read Meg's joke because I am not going to be saying that one out loud. But like the porta potties are open to where the business part is covered by a wall, but you're out, you get to enjoy the view as well, and everybody gets to enjoy the view of watching your face while you go to the bathroom. Ick. And like one of them didn't have a door and stuff like loud. No, thank you. That joke is so funny. You're still here. I didn't think you were still here, my love. Or you dipped out and dipped back. Kala, who has to officially change her name Mala because I called her by the wrong name for a while. Mwah. Bye, sweetheart. I'll text you later when it's like 3 a.m. for you. Maybe. Okay. I do like that I pitched that I was actually going to get something accomplished and then immediately abandoned that idea. Makes me feel good. Oh my gosh. We've been live almost 2 hours. Should I wrap it up? We sick of me? So everybody can get some sleeps? Okay, so somebody asked me if I like true crime. I do love Mr. Fallen. Oh, Mr. Ballin. Yes. Okay, so Mr. Ballin. Also, I will never do cave diving. Oh my God. Have you guys watched any of like the cave diving horror stories? Horrifying. I did get 3 whole pillows stuffed. I'm so proud of me. So good. I want to eventually do the twins upstairs room to get that done, but the next thing I think I'm going to do is like the periphery cleans that I never really like. When I do my cleaning videos and I try to show you guys the main space, the rooms I can easily ignore, laundry room, bedroom, patios. I do want to get those done. It made me panic. Okay, so Mr. Mullen is a YouTuber and he does like horror stories a little bit. It's more like not true crime. He's not true crime. He's more like accidental death, like caving accidents, cave diving accidents, hiking, random disasters, and oh, Scary Interesting. Do you guys ever watch Scary Interesting? Oh, my teeth are starting to get stained from the wine. So they're just like creepy, disastrous stories. And Mr. Ballin has a really good storytelling technique. He's great at it and he works really hard at it, I can tell. Apparently he like stumbled into his genre. He wasn't really doing that. And then one day kind of told one of those stories and it blew off. And so his channel pivoted that way. And he enjoys doing them, so I'm glad that he got to pivot for that. And you're trying to convince me to go hiking. Nikki, how am I going to murder you and hide your body if I don't get you into the woods first? Like, just let me do what I want to do. Found him. He's good. He has dumpsters too. Maybe, but I don't remember them. So a lot of the time I will listen to him and play a video game. So I'm not really watching it. I don't know. That's when I really enjoy. That's what I do. Most of my YouTubing, I am listening and doing other things. So when I asked you guys if you actually watch my videos, and a lot of you said yes, shocked. I genuinely didn't think you guys watched. I thought you listened to me kind of like a podcast. Which I want to do a podcast of me giving unhinged life advice. Like, you tell me your problem and I will solve it for you. But I do not recommend you implementing any of my suggestions because I am really impulsive and I will not get any of the fallout from your terrible life decisions. I came home from a wedding, my teeth and tongue were black. I felt hungover for days. We had a lot of older women at the bar who would drink red wine a lot, and then by the end of the night, so purple, and it really put it on my radar of things. I'm here for that podcast. Hey, Ashley. Like, I want to. And so I made an Instagram, and like that way you guys could DM me your life things so you don't have to sell yourself out. And then my stupid brother-in-law like friended me on Instagram. I'm like, you're not supposed to know about it. Because I don't tell my family about my YouTube really. So I blocked him. Hopefully he won't notice. And maybe I should put a picture or something, upload for once in my life on that Instagram. But right now it's just this empty ridiculousness. Hey, Marion. I'm glad you're catching my live. You caught me about a glass and a half into my wine. So I do both. Depends if I'm distracted, which is, it's constant. And I just didn't think you guys, I thought everybody just YouTubed in their ears and wandered around doing other things. I think it'd be a really fun podcast though, Ashley. I give really good life advice. I would not follow any of it. Perfect timing. What are you up to, Marion? Where are you watching us from? Oh, no, I'm petting myself. We are really close to unraveling and needing to... Something amazing happened on my son's... his Roblox, I guess. Ashley, that's so funny. I actually do listen to a lot of videos. I love Remy McClog. Remy is the reason why I make similar content to her. She absolutely does not make similar content to me. I think I accidentally saw Remy cleaning her house once and she was struggling. Hi, Rhoda from South Carolina, my neighbor. Okay, he shut the door. I think the reason I cleaned my house for the very first time on camera was because I saw one of her videos and I was like, oh, I could do that. Like, my house is a disaster. I could absolutely film it and upload it. And it was the video that gained traction. So here I am doing it all the time, which is good because I need to clean my house anyway. So I do love her. She's so like rational about things. Like, she doesn't already have a great house. I struggle so hard when people are like, look at my disaster. And I'm like, girl, that looks like me after I've cleaned. Like, you have one thing out. And I remember really, she's like, okay, when I'm overwhelmed, and she wrote a list, but she only had like 2 things on it. And when she crossed one off, or she had 3, when she crossed the top one off, then she added something underneath, but she didn't do everything that she needed. She was just like, okay. And then she gave herself permission to add a little bit more to her plate as she kept going. I really loved that process. I thought that was so good. Rhoda says, your home is beautiful. I draw so much motivation from watching you. Thank you so much. It is beautiful. I love this house so much. And when it's like put together and beautiful, it is so amazing. And I'm so happy. And I just want to stay on top of it. And I don't know, I've had so many homes in my life. We move all of the time. This one is my favorites. This one I love so much. I mostly love the backyard so much. Okay. Yes, I'm glad you love her too. It puts you on the spot, which is like rage cleaning. Exactly. Like sometimes the only reason I get up and clean is because I need to upload a video. Like I said I'd upload on Wednesdays and Saturdays. This is taking tomorrow's video, by the way. And sometimes I'm like, I have to put something, like I have to be consistent. And that's as good a reason as any is to like force myself for the content. So I do like it when people are like all angry in the comments. They're like, I think she just does this for content. I'm like, you're half right, to be honest. Like you're not wrong, but you're coming at me with an angry energy and I don't appreciate it. I know the video you're talking about. Yes, that's the one that got me. It's funny because sometimes I stay on top of routines really well. Then other times my mess is a mess and I just don't. Yes, I don't know. My brain hates routines. It's like, ugh, that was stupid. Don't do that twice in a row. Do you think he'll move again or trying to stay there forever? Honestly, I have no idea. To be honest, I don't know. It was very much a short stop. I thought 2 years, 3 years if we stretched it. We're coming up on 2 years right quick. And my husband was like, maybe forever, maybe forever. And so I kind of settled into the idea of forever. And then he's like, what about Arizona? And I was like, what are you doing to me? So I don't know. It's my husband's whim. It's my husband's career. As doing his job, you have to move to go anywhere in your career. Like it's hard to stay in one spot and progress. So, sorry. So we might have to move if he wants to change, but he's also been in so long that we're almost at the point where no matter what, he won't get a pay increase. Like he's capped out of as much as we can get. So I'm going to divorce him for somebody with more income. So I don't know if we're going to move is what I'm trying to say. It's a mystery to me. I'm just along for the ride. Love your channel. Thank you, Katie. My life is a mess. Oops. Ashley, the fact that you messed up writing that is good. I like the messiness of it all. Rhoda says you're so relatable and honest. Thank you, babe. It's so cute when you look like you want to scream. I was having so many tantrums that last one. I was so over it. I'm always over it when I'm like halfway through the cleaning, but I don't want to stop and have a half cleaned house. I'd rather have a destroyed house or a cleaned house, but a half cleaned house feels really unsettling. I don't like that. So not for work related move, but can be by choice. So work can never force us to move, but we can always choose to move. And usually you choose to move for promotion purposes or different opportunity purposes. But it's not like the army where every few years they're like, and now you're here. So we could be here forever. The only time they make you move is your very first time. When you go to academy, when you graduate, they put you somewhere, which is how we got to North Dakota. And then every other move after that is a choice. And there are some people who stay in the same zone for years and years, but you kind of stay at the same level for that amount of time. Oh, my nose itches now. I'm in for Arizona so much. God, that'd be crazy. It would be crazy. I don't know that I want to live in Arizona. Although I think it'd be really beautiful. Also, wow, we would be kind of priced out of that housing market. I did like a courtesy glance, and it is really expensive to live there. Oh, Crystal, I'm so glad you were motivated to do 2 more rooms. Good job, babe. I've lived in the same town my entire life. That seems so crazy to me. I haven't been back to my home. I've been back, but I left at 18 and never was closer than 5 hours from my hometown after that. If I had a choice, I would move often. I love it though, because I get to see so many different places. The only zone I haven't lived in is the Northeast. And I would really like to go to the Northeast. I don't see it happening because of a lot of different reasons. I don't think that that's going to be where we land, but I would like to go up there. But I liked living in Hawaii. It's really hard living on an island if you're not from the island because it's so expensive to go home. And everything's expensive there. And we made $0 because we were so tiny. We were like baby military, so we didn't have any cash. And then I lived in Texas. I lived in the San Francisco Bay Area twice, Oregon, North Dakota, here twice briefly. Technically South Carolina, because that's where my basic training was, but I wouldn't really count it because it's not like I was looking around South Carolina. I was just on base and that's all you got. So yeah, those where I got to be. If I had a choice. Sorry, I go to Walmart and see the 15 people I know. That's the town I grew up in. It was so funny. It is expensive everywhere right now. It's crazy. Fort Jackson, yes, that's where I went. And I moved back to my hometown when I was 50. How did that feel? Like, were you happy to be back in your hometown? Did it feel cozy? Mine looks so different than when I left it and kind of sad. Like, it was a decent town and now it's a very impoverished, sad area. Like, everything's left. There's nowhere really to get work. It's just kind of sad. Then I hate that because I have such fond rose-colored memories of my hometown, but I wouldn't be able to go back. Okay, I am wound down. Oh, okay, Ashley says, kind of random, wondering, how did you come up with your channel name? I loved it since the first time I saw it. My husband came up with it. We always joke around about being feral and having feral kids. Well, I am feral. He's absolutely not. He's very domesticated. And my kids are mostly feral. So that has been a term we described ourselves with for a long time. And then we were joking around about trad wives and stuff like that. And I was insulted that he thought I was one because it's so like a derogatory term every time I heard it. And yeah, I am a trad wife. And so he's like, oh, you know what? If you start a YouTube channel, your name should be Feral Trad Wife. And I was like, love it. Best thing that's ever happened to me. Cannot wait to use that. I'll be in Georgia next weekend. New Kids on the Block is there. I'm sorry. The New Kids on the Block are touring in Georgia? Is that what you're trying to say? Is that what you're saying to me? Are you saying that to my face? Where? It was strange. I left it when I was 18 in college. That's got to be so weird. Alpharetta? Are you telling me they're touring and that's the town they're in? Is that what you're saying to me? Because I need to be a part of that. I want to go to that. My sis lived in Fort Bragg, North Carolina, which was pretty, yes. Even going from Mississippi through Georgia and South Carolina, drive with a newborn is not fun. Yeah, no kidding. That sounds terrible. I would hate that. I need to go to a New Kids on the Block concert. That sounds so fun. Oh my gosh. I love that, and I'm wildly jealous that you get to do that. So, Backstreet Boys, but my sister was into New Kids on the Block. Those, I just remember them so much. I loved them so much. And I remember, what the heck was that song? Hold on. It could have been, it wasn't Backstreet Boys. Who was the other one around that time? It was a boy band around that time. And it was my 5th grade boyfriend and I's song. I don't know. I miss the whole boy bands together vibe. Like, I loved them. Michelle from California. Hi, Michelle from California. Where in California? Be specific. Like, give me your actual address. My bestie and I are going to Charleston, then Alpharetta, then Charlotte. Fun. That sounds really fun. and long. NSYNC, I don't think it was NSYNC. Who was it? Boys to Men. And it wasn't, because like NSYNC and Backstreet Boys came a little bit after Boys to Men and Babe. Who was a boy band around around Boys to Men? Who was the other one?
New Kids on the Block,
Not New Kids on the Block.
All for One.
All for One. Yes. What song did they sing that was my song with my 5th grade boyfriend?
Fifth grade boyfriend.
How do you not know? Do you not love me?
That's when she was 5th grade boyfriend.
I miss my 5th grade boyfriend.
I'm in love
5th
with
grade boyfriend. He would have remembered.
I swear.
I swear. Yes. Thanks, hon. I swear by All for One, that song. Yes. And I held his hand. We dated for 5 weeks, and I held his hand when we were in choir class, and it was amazing. And I still love him more than my husband. But I am thankful that my husband remembered those things for me. So, 98 Degrees was also good. I watched this weird, because YouTube, I watched a weird like breakdown of Nick Lockley's marriage to Jessica Simpson and like how he was always kind of really crappy to her. And I, growing up, didn't realize their age difference was so big. That's crazy to me. And like, I think she was 19 and he kept being like, you're not acting like a real woman and stuff. And I was like, yeah, she's 19. Of course she's not. Of course she's acting kind of like a kid because she's basically a kid. Maybe don't marry a teenager if you're going to have issues with it later. That song was so good, you guys. I loved it. Her dad ruined her marriage. I think Nick ruined her marriage too. Like, they showed clips and he was just so mean to her. DB. Expand upon that idea, please, Courtney. DB. Why was it all boy bands and then like solo female artists, by the way? She did. She did. I'm going to give her that. She had some moments. Yes, Tuna Chicken of the Sea clip. Absolutely. I remember that. And just like, I couldn't imagine being that young because I was so dumb at that age. Even though I was like pretending I was a grown up and I had a top secret clearance and stuff, like I was a dumb head. I could not imagine being filmed with all of my idiot ideas and things that I said at that age and having everybody watch it. Like, we didn't even really, we didn't have social media. I got away with so much because we weren't documenting things. And now that's all just, no one can bring it up. Nobody has proof. And now I can be all judgy for 19-year-olds because they don't have proof that I was just as dumb as they were. Your feral toddler to bed. Good luck, Ashley. I'll see you next time, my love. Yeah, at 19. Oh, I get it. Thank you, Courtney. I thought you were naming a singer for some reason, but now that makes sense in context. I'm 53 now. I'm pretty much an idiot, right? We all have our moments, but just, it wasn't easy being that age. Like the blend of feeling like you're a grown-up and you should behave like a grown-up, and then in retrospect, absolutely should not be a grown-up and kind of a huge idiot, but pretending you're grown. It's so funny. Like, I don't know. It was so weird. Thank God we didn't have social media. It was so good. I think I remember getting confused on the IZEA Facebook, and I was finally going to community college. I was out of the Army, and they, like, somebody signed me up. Like, she sat down with me and was like, this is way better than MySpace. And I was like, nothing's way better than MySpace. How dare you, madam? And, like, she tried to convince me it would be so much better. And I don't want to say she was right because that means I'm wrong, but still. I was a new wife at 19, and boy, was I blindsided, right? And you thought you were young at 24. I love that. Thank God. At 19, I was all spandex, big hair, and hair metal. I want to see a picture of that. I think that would be so glorious to see. That sounds amazing. I was engaged at 19, didn't end up marrying him. A fact that my twins absolutely love to bring up all the time. They're like, hey, remember when you said you were going to marry that guy and then you didn't because you wanted to marry dad? And I was like, I mean, the timeline, that's how that worked, but there's a little, you're missing steps, but okay. But I thought I was so grown. But honestly, he and I have been together since we were 21. I was 21, he was 23. And I love that we grew together. I do love that. MySpace was there. Facebook was getting started, and Instagram long after. I feel like Instagram's been here for 14 seconds. I am still so behind. And now people are like still using Facebook. And I'm like, what are you doing? Why are we on Facebook still? Move along. Like, think of other things. I'm 9 years older than my husband, and people say he looks older than me. Good for you, babe. First of all, robbing the cradle and looking great while you do it. Proud of you. So, okay, my loves. I am pretty tipsy. Plan on getting full blown, but I do need to wrap it up. And I love you guys so much. I had fun. I'm glad I only did 3 couch cushions. That's better than doing all 6. I'll do the other 3 tomorrow maybe if I feel like it. So anyway, thanks so much. I love you guys. I hope you have a beautiful evening. Squeaky door. Somebody remind me to get WD-40 so I can spray that squeaky door. So I love you too, Nikki, so much. Don't tell anybody. All right. Bye, my loves.